There we go. See if that holds in there. Good morning. Here I am atop of Garway Hill in Kentchurch, England. Um, I felt that I should do a video log, as I do write in my journal every day or every other day, as frequently as I can. Um, I At first I found that when I did the journaling, I simply just recapped the days. I woke up, I went on a walk, I went home, I ate, I went to the bath. I mean, just wasn't really all that exciting. But now I'm really starting to kind of dive deeper into this journey that I was after. Not just an outer expedition, but one that really is very introspective, and take a look at who I am, who I've become, who I'm trying to become, what I'm trying to let go of, and man, it's a process. It's a process, and I understand why it takes so many lifetimes to achieve enlightenment. And the fact that I'm here now, human, able, capable to do this, really inspires me to stop wasting time, because that's what I did with my life up until now. Is I wasted time. I had these goals, and I'm not sure where they came from, but they were, to succeed. And success was money. Success was a house, kids, a beautiful wife, and man, I succeeded. I did. I have an amazing wife, and I've got just these children are just. I'm so blessed to have them, and to think that I almost lost it all, because I was so wrapped up in myself, in my need to cover up any bad feelings, with drugs and alcohol, that downward spiral that luckily I've been able to step out of. I'm very, very lucky that I got out before it was too late, and now I'm making amends. I'm making reparation, to show my family that they made the right choice in not dropping me. And every day is a struggle. Every day is, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of practice to kind of beat down those demons inside. And that's why I've been using a lot of Buddhism. Well, only I mean, that's what I consider myself a Buddhist. I found the path that I need to follow, and I don't do, seeing that we're in England, we're going to France in a couple days. We're really not going to be in India until another like 2 weeks or so, and I really think that when we get to India, that's when the true journey begins, as a unit, as a family. Because right now we're at a friend's house. They've got kids, friends with my friend. Their kids are friends with my kids, so that they get up, they play their games, and they're on a different schedule. And my wife's, they're her friends too, and they stay up late, and they have a good time. It's great. I have a good time. I stay up. I wake up at 4:30. so that I can come up here and have this time to think. You know, the walk up, I'm going through the different principles in my head that I'm trying to really practice in terms of you know, the six perfections, practicing generosity, morality, patience, effort, concentration, and wisdom, to let go of the non-virtuous tendencies of you know, killing, stealing, sexual misconduct, lying, divisive speech, harsh words, senseless chatter, covetousness, harmful intent, and wrong view. Like just that, those 16 things, the, you know, the 6 good, the 10 bad, the 6 good take away, you know, and looking at the 10 bad is not, you know, trying to be negative or anything like that, but, you know, you try to do the opposites, so you don't kill, you know, you don't steal, you don't lie, pretty basic stuff. The idea of, you know, it's something that I keep telling my kids is there's a goal in life, and you're all going to find your own goal, and once you find it, that's what you're going to go after, and it doesn't have to be the same thing all the time. Your goal can change. And my goal right now is to do, to help. Be helpful. Help other beings. And if you can't help them, at the very least, don't hurt them. And it's a pretty simple goal. But it's really something that I can practice in everything that I do. And there's some principles that you know, it's funny. It's I even talked to my 5-year-old about this stuff, and it's great. He cracks me up because I can ask him at any time and be like, "Hey, Bear, what are the 6 perfections?" And he'll rattle them off, and it's great. You know, I obviously I will, you know, dive into them in a much deeper sense as we go along. But even now, you know, he knows generosity is not just sharing of, you know, material things, but also sharing of your time. I even say, you know, when he's getting frustrated with the kids, and he starts to react to them, I said, you know what? Why don't you share your happiness? And the other day, he came to me. He's like, "Dad, you know, I'm having a really hard time sharing my happiness because they're being mean to me." And I said, "Well, that's just a great time to do it. Is you know, because maybe if you can show them that you're just a happy person, maybe they'll stop being mean and they'll try to be happy like you." And it's funny because it's so easy for me to tell him, and yet so hard for me to practice myself. So it really is a, you know, I don't think of myself as a teacher. I just think of myself as a peer, and we're all trying to learn this together. And that's a really cool feeling. And there's they call it like the 4 perfect strivings, or the 4 correct strivings, or the 4 complete abandonments. It seems that everywhere, different sources I read have different names for it, but it all is the same idea of, you know, I mean, to really boil it down to simple terms, it's don't do anything bad that you don't do already. Stop doing things that you currently do that are bad. Start doing good things that you don't do yet, and continue doing the good things that you do every day so that it increases more and more. In a nutshell, you know, good and bad they talk about in terms of virtuous and non-virtuous, and then it all ties back together to the different principles. But But it's funny because these are the things that are going through my head when it's pitch black and I've got my headlamp on, and I'm walking up the mountain, and I'm walking by all these sheep. There's a lot of sheep around here, and it's just it's funny. It's just such a different life than what I was experiencing, and I'm having such a good time doing it. I don't wake up dreading the day. I don't wake up being like, oh my gosh, I have to go to work. I have to go do something that I don't want to do. I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, and yeah, it's early. It's early. It's dark. I'd probably rather sleep, but you know, once I open my eyes and I put my feet on the ground, it's like, how lucky am I? This is such a great day. I get to go start the day with an invigorating walk, hike, whatever you want to call it, and I get to think about how to make today better than yesterday. And something I really loved about something I think I read it. I think it was something that Dalai Lama said, which was I mean, probably Buddha said it, but the only person that you compete with in life is you from yesterday. And I love that. I love that. It's like, I'm not competing with anybody around me. I'm not trying to be better than or less than, or, you know, people are just people, and we're all just kind of in it together on this planet. And the only one that I am competing with is me from yesterday. Because every day I want to be a better person. I take a look back at what I did yesterday, and I say, well, you know, I did some things that are really good, and I want to keep doing that. I want to do that even more. And there were some things that I did that were really not so good. I want to make sure that I stop doing that. And if I hurt anyone along the way, I should probably apologize for that. Because taking responsibility for what I do and how I act, how I affect people is really, for me, my new aim. So, well, I've been rambling on, and I'm not really sure if this is a useful thing or not. I'm probably never going to see this again. It'll just store away in my iPhone. But it's what I feel right now, and I'm very grateful. Very grateful to be here. And I don't see, it's kind of weird. You can't see any of the sky behind me, but there we go. I mean, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing. Anyway, love you guys. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I love whoever it is that sees this. So have a great day. Bye.